If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel. I'm your host, the Innkeeper, and this is our live call and talk show all about the Wheel of Time. And it's been a while since I've been here, so I was pretty impressed that I just got that whole thing out really well. And we are back tonight talking about WoTCon and the Wheel of Time. We're going to talk about some news, we're going to do some WoTCon reveals, and we're just going to have some fun. It's like this is like just a chill night. Hopefully you enjoy it. Like Wednesday nights, little Wat Wednesday, chat with friends and chat, and give us a call. The phone lines will be open. And when I say us, I'm talking about these two gentlemen. Welcome, Brian the Gleeman and Troll the Nabless. I mean, Nabless the Troll. That's what I meant.
DJ Nibbles.
Sorry. Sorry, DJ Nibbles. Yeah.
Troll? When have I ever?
When? Yeah, when. I love that you brought your board with you. Yeah.
It goes everywhere with me.
Brian, this is the question of the night. We will open a poll here. It's our first poll tonight, everybody. Are you team DJ Nibbles or team Manfear? And we will say team DJ Nibbles, team Manfear, and then we'll throw a little third option in here, team Gleeman. That's right. Because we like to not have our polls be consistently obvious, between question and answers. So,
I'm on your home turf, though. I feel like this is rigged against me.
No. After 6 years and like 4 Watt idols, these people feel they know that we've, had fun with them, and they enjoy a little voting counter.
Well, I just voted for Team Gleeman, so.
Team Gleeman's winning. Oh, gosh. There was a pre-show poll. The Dusty Wheel asked us, who's that? Was there no pre-show poll? I started the poll at 6:45 p.m. my time yesterday. So therefore 24 hours passed or whatever, it went away. So I guess we don't even have that poll. Too bad. So there was, but now it's gone into the ether. Team Gleeman is totally carrying this thing away. By the way,
You should have put that in your fundraiser.
I know. Right?
I guess that would have worked.
Maybe that is. When we think there are 3 options, and if you don't know what we're talking about, hey DJ, would you like to spin up an explanation of what this is?
Yeah. So WoTCon is a thing that's happening soon. And at WoTCon, one of the things we've prided ourselves, we're a tiny little con, all about the Wheel of Time. but we like to make it the most accessible con possible, right? Which is a little over our standard operating budget. And so we're doing something fun this year. Matt and I decided to have a competition. Really, we're going to see who can hawk the most T-shirts in support of the Accessibility Fund at WoTCon, which is stuff like our interpreters and seating arrangements and different programs and different expenses. Matt is highlighting the shirt you shouldn't buy right now with his mouse. But there's also, if you can buy one of each. I actually, believe it or not, ended up buying one of each. I hate to admit that, but I did it. And then, of course, if you don't want a shirt and you just want to donate, feel free to do so. There's a place there. But we are trying to raise as much money as possible for the Accessibility Fund. In addition to that, we are also trying to raise money for Books to Prisoners, which is a charity that supports books to prisoners.
Look, there's only one T-shirt.
Wow.
Oops.
Wow.
Yeah. This is the one you want to buy?
Yeah, I told you.
You don't
This
even know what
is
this one
rigged.
looks like. It's like a blank T-shirt or something. That's stupid. You definitely want to buy the one that you can see. That's weird to not buy one that you can't see. So, yeah. I mean,
Hey, I just want you to know, Brian,
yeah.
I believe that Matt ate your pizza.
Thank you. Thank you for
I
for the
support you.
robust defense there. That's very timely and convenient.
By the way, what just happened? Did the Innkeeper hack the website?
He
I
did.
mean, it's like, hack.
Hacked.
I mean,
I was watching it live here. He's like pulling up code and
that's not hacking as much as just like hiding. Yes. By the way, if our admins will throw this link, actually, I'll throw the link in. I'm here and I can do this. Please take a moment and consider donating. No, but this is for real. Like I said, for real. Don't buy the one you can't see. Buy the Team Manfear shirt or donate off to the right. And we actually we've had plenty of you out there, and I just want to thank you. More of you have just donated. Like we've received more donations than buying the T-shirts. So that is that's really kind of you to participate in this way. Again, just like Nibbles said, like this is such an important aspect of fans coming together, and so we really just do appreciate.
Well, what's also really cool,
this.
Matt, I think this will be fun too. If you order the orders for this actually cut off tomorrow, but if you are able to order it by tomorrow, if you're coming to WoTCon now, by the way, you can still support. You can still get a T-shirt even if you're not coming. We will ship them out to you. But if you order by tomorrow, it'll be at WoTCon when you arrive, so you can wear around your Team Pride the whole time, right?
Yeah. By the way, I'm not going to tell you which T-shirt I ordered.
Well, I already know.
Find out at WoTCon. You'll
I already
find
know.
out.
I already
You
know.
don't know. You don't
I do know. I do. I see all the orders come through.
Whatever, liar. No, but please do again consider. Again, we know there's a lot of causes and a lot of things you can donate to, so we do appreciate you considering it. Whether or not you're able to do so today before it closes tomorrow, we just want you to know we appreciate you all for even hearing us out and for hopefully having a moment to jump in there and make a donation if you can. So. But there is something else that I think is important if I can figure out which one of these images this is. Oh, yes, I picked the right one. There's something else that closes. Wait, it closes tomorrow. Hold on. Is this correct? It's today, right?
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
In-person registration closes tomorrow. Is that accurate, sir?
That is accurate.
Okay. So you still have an opportunity. Brian, I want you to think about this. Top 3 reasons Wheel of Time fans watching right now who have not made the choice to come to WoTCon should make the choice to come to WoTCon. Go.
All right. You get to wear a DJ Nibbles T-shirt.
Okay. That's an okay reason. That's fine.
You
A great reason.
get to meet Sharon Gillum.
Yes.
Damn, that is maybe. That's so much better than the DJ Nibbles T-shirt. Yeah.
I mean, questionable, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And you get to hang out with us. Me, you.
I mean, that's
maybe
my favorite
Nicholas,
part.
if he wants to show up.
Well, hanging out with you, Brian. That's my favorite part.
I mean, we had a good time in JordanCon.
Look at
Those are
that.
good
We just
reasons.
got, I'm not going to say who because I'm sure they want to remain anonymous, but somebody just threw a $100 donation. At
oh my gosh, thank you.
How
So much.
about that?
That's great.
Yeah. So
way.
thank you for, you know who you are. You're awesome.
By the way, Miss Sarah James, thank you very much for the tip. Team Manfear's boots.
I
thank
literally
you.
thut that said something else when I read that. I'm not.
By the way, any
I was like, all right.
I will match up to let's say up to $100 of your kind of comments. You basically I'll throw up to $100 of what you contribute and match that as a donation for those of you leaving tips today. So far $15. The Amarillo study said something like, I am such and such team, whatever. Nabes, please don't kick me off the podcast. There we go.
I rule by fear.
Yeah, nice. Clearly you do.
Well, it's interesting. So, do you think I'd be curious how many people in the chat, Matt, have actually been to WotCon before and who has not been? I'd be curious.
By the way, Brian took
Yep.
this with 83 of you have voted on this one. Are you Team DJ Nibbles or Team Manfear? Team Gleeman won 46% of you picked Team Gleeman, which that's pretty good.
I would like to thank the Academy.
Oh, and I got second. I edged you out by a percentage, Matt.
How many of you have attended or will be attending WotCon? Or have you? How about that? How many? Have you attended or will be attending WotCon? Yes or no? There you go. Let's find out how many of you out there. And I forgot to make a note. I'll send this over to Discord unless Innkeeper is among us. Innkeeper, honest, are you out there? Maybe I'll do this anyway. Here we go. I'm gonna post to Discord and let people know we're gonna watch something right now that I hope you'll enjoy. It's a little snippet of an interview I did with Kai Alexander. That I was like, maybe I'll hold on to this little piece, depending what happens with the show. This could be a fun thing to bring up for conversation. Well, I've decided let's just watch it. Let's enjoy this. So, 1 second. Watch unreleased interview clip with Kai Alexander. Okay, I'm gonna tell Discord that, and then let's watch it. This was a lot of fun. We can talk about this after you hear what Kai has to say. Here you go. When you said to Rand, rainbows and carnivals and 3 beautiful women, were you thinking through like what you imagine that would be, or do you know what the interpretation of what that is?
I've met, what is it? That was before I met Ayola and Kira.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
So it was all it was even more abstract. And no, I think I really based it on just, I saw these visions and it was more powerful in a way, so that it's, because I didn't want Min to be so knowing, I want her to be kind of like, just, I see vision. I like the matter of factness of her. There you go.
I wasn't sure when she gave that information if that was meant to be like still a secret out for the for everyone, but there you go. She only mentioned 2. She only mentioned 2 other people, so it looks like that's where they were going, obviously with Min, Ayula, and Kira for that answer. So it was a nice kind of confirmation about what their plans were, and again, it was really fun to kind of snip that out and bring it up later. But there you go. It was fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was sometimes, or you just never know what do they intend to share or not to share.
Is it crazy that that's the first time I realized that Kai Alexander is British?
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard her speak. Yeah, that's new to me.
Okay. So, by the way, Dana Liu said, The WoTCon social media says that in-person registration closes today. This doesn't match what Nabe said. So
Nabes is correct though.
there you go. Nabes is saying basically that sounds like Nabless has like the keys to do what.
This is true because Nabes is the reason why it has to close because I have to order all the stuff. So yeah, that's and I don't need to do that till tomorrow. So it closes tomorrow.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm Nabless. I like this. I've been going to WoTCon since 1976. Nice. So the poll that we kind of you had me run here was: have you attended or will be attending WoTCon? 47% of you said you have. 53% said they have not. So
Awesome.
does that kind of is that kind of the spread you thought we'd have?
It's about that. And I was just going to say, because I feel like, obviously we may not need to run a poll for this, but, I'd be curious of people who have never been to a con, because I had never been to a Wheel of Time convention until the first Jordan Con after COVID. That was the first convention I'm in. And obviously I was lurking. Like I was on the better theory site, Wattmania, back in the day.
Wow.
I avoided the bad ones, but I'm joking. It was a great Theoryland is very good. It was great.
I like that you used the present tense on that. That was good.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's really good. But I was lurking in the fandom forever, and I ended up going to JordanCon, which was a lot of fun. And I think the most important part, and I say this, that was actually sort of the origin of us doing WoTCon. We were sitting around after JordanCon was over, sitting around in some chairs after it was over, and like, man, this is great. Why don't we do this more?
Yeah.
And everybody said, yeah, why don't we do this more? And so we just decided we'll do it more. And so I would encourage anybody that is on the fence or has never been to a convention or not sure, like, hey, I'm shy, I don't know anybody. I think you would love it, and I'd be curious for people to chime in the crowd what your experience is. But the overwhelming feedback that we've gotten from it has been that the community's been amazing, that it's welcoming, that people can show up and know nobody and walk away with best friends. And I think it's why we keep doing this. Like, we love talking about the Wheel of Time, and we're going to do that. But I think more importantly than all of that, it's the talking about the Wheel of Time that brings us together to hang out. I think we were joking when we were at JordanCon just like a month ago that it was like, I feel like I traveled to Atlanta to go out to eat with people.
Right.
That was what I did.
Yeah.
And I enjoy every minute of that, and will do it for as long as I can. So, yeah.
It's one of those strange experiences where every one of the cons is different, and so that's why they're fun. Like, I think there was one year, maybe it was last year, I can't remember if I went to all three. No, I think I just went to two. But there's MalkiriCon, which is out in Europe. You have JordanCon in Atlanta, and then you have WoTCon in Columbus. And each one has been different, and it's not the same exact faces. You see some, similar faces who might have, gone to a couple of different conventions. Different faces, different fans, different obsessions, all kind of hardcore, like, not in like some way that you have to be nervous about, just they love to talk about the Wheel of Time. I see this comment, hope I can make it one day. Does sound like a lot of fun. There's no Wheel of Time conventions in Canada. We really need to start one. And that, by the way, that just comes from the perspective of like, just start one. Like, you're gonna find Wheel of Time fans that will show up, and your first convention might be 20 people. Cool. Like, and then those 20 people, the people find out that it happened and they'll join in. Start one. Is there one in Australia? I think they did do some Wheel of Time meetups in Australia, but I don't know if there's one consistently.
I think there are
every year.
meetups that happen. Koala might, if she's here.
Oh yeah, Black Tower has MiniCon also. Yeah. There's been what do we call Brian? What's the name of the one that was done in OgearCon in Charleston? Yeah. So these type of meetups happen all the time, I mean, I recommend them if you haven't ever gone. They've always been fun.
But Matt, what if you couldn't go to the con? Like you can't get there physically. Is there a way to attend?
That would
we
be
have
cool.
carrier
I mean,
pigeons.
that would be really cool if you could actually like attend, even though you did not, show up in person. Yeah, like, you should have thought of that, I guess, before now, Nameless.
Yeah, maybe we should have thought of that before.
I mean, we did think about it before, like before the second WotCon, I think. I mean, this is an option. This is a great option. I totally agree. Virtual memberships at WotCon. We've been told by those that have gotten the virtual membership, this was a lot of fun. They still felt like they were part of it. That's because as fans who have been to Wheel of Time conventions, we got to customize, like, what do we want to do? What would make it interesting to us to want a virtual membership? And so, I mean, maybe talk in your view, Nameless, what is the highlights? Which of these is your favorite? Why would you get it if you were going or couldn't go in person?
Yeah, so I think I'll start with this, right? When we created the con, we really wanted to set out, we knew that traveling to Columbus, Ohio may or may not be possible for some people. And we have a lot of people from all over the world that want to talk about Wheel of Time and be a part of it. But the problem in the past that we were looking to solve was just a lot of times it was just streaming little pieces, right? So you'd get to watch a very small bit. And we wanted to make this, I would actually say we got a little overzealous with what we were wanting to do. We'll put it that way. We thought we can record everything. And we managed to pull it off, believe it or not. Of course, that helps when you have a lot of YouTubers and streamers helping do it. But so what's amazing about it is not only do you get to see all of the main sessions, right, live, you get to see Matt hosting and all the games, all the interviews at the panels. You get to feel like you're a part of the crowd because it's filmed from like in the crowd. But then on top of that, every single panel, I would actually say the people at home will actually see more of the con than the people that are there. Because at the con, you can only go to one panel at a time, right?
Pesky physics.
Pesky physics. However, when you're at home, you can switch between panels. You can watch a couple of them. They're all recorded. They're all live too, so you can watch them. You can go back and watch every panel, see everything. That's
the cool thing is the going back aspect, because like stuff happens that we aren't maybe expecting. There was like a famous I don't know, have I gone back and watched that? There was a famous skit that Nameless and I were part of that like we participated in, but we could go back later and watch it, and all of you virtually got to see that moment. I think, did they see that? Was that one filmed or no?
Yes. I thought you were going to mention another time.
Oh,
a wardrobe malfunction.
No.
And I thought that's what you were going to say, and I was about to laugh out loud. But no, that was great too. And hey, maybe we'll see that again someday.
Yeah. Could be. I mean, so it's the kind of inclusive side of it, the private stream with guests. Aren't they allowed to like ask questions in chat too?
Yep, it's participatory. So we have in each of the panels, right? Not only is it watch, but you can participate. Like we'll take questions from at home. We'll even do that somewhat. We've taken questions from at home while Matt's up on stage with our panelists. There are special interviews with the guests, which are Maria Simmons, who part of Team Jordan, which hopefully a lot of you know, Michael Kramer and Kate Redding, which
oh my gosh,
they are.
Brian, have you talked to Michael and Kate at WotCon
I have.
before?
They're a blast.
Like, what is that experience like?
It's super fun because they are super passionate about what they do, not just Wheel of Time stuff. They are super passionate about Wheel of Time stuff, and they can answer all kinds of questions about it. But they're also just like really passionate about fantasy books in general, voice acting, and books for prisoners, which is the charity that they and WotCon are raising money for. And I spent probably an hour talking to Michael Kramer. I got lucky, and it was just me, Michael Livingston, and Michael Kramer in a room for like an hour. And they're just incredible people to talk to, and also to listen to at the readings when they read. They'll do some readings for us, and that's just really incredible. So,
which those
especially
are also,
if you're an audiobook fan.
Yes, those are live too, right? So
They're
not
live
only
too,
that,
yeah.
you get to see that as part of that virtual ticket. You get to see the interviews with them and with Sharon Gillum. You'll get special access to see the costumes. Like you
Oh,
can,
nice.
it'll be maybe what
Wait.
costumes?
Did
Never
you-
mind.
Did
What
you say costumes?
costumes?
Wait,
What?
so
I think you meant
has
customers.
has anyone seen this? Is this like would this be
Hmm.
the first time the public has seen this?
The
Nameless?
picture yes. This
Yes.
is the first
Okay.
time the public has seen
Like we
this.
said, we're gonna do some reveals here. This is one of the reveals, and I mean, I know how much we've geeked out about the costumes as fans. Like that's what's so fun. Sharon, she keeps posting on Instagram, which I love. It doesn't matter what's happening; she's just posting all the awesome work from her team, and I love all the stuff she's sharing. She's showing up, and she's bringing costumes. And I'm about to show it to you, but I want to show some comments first. The Amerlin study said, we had a meeting, and he said the 18th, do not let him sully the good name of myself and Critter, he lies. I don't know if you know that person.
It's the 19th.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Light-Minded Fool said, where's the sign-up for YachtCon? Yeah, good question. Okay, I didn't want those to go too far, and I'll lose them if I did. So, okay, are we all ready? We're ready for this? This is, man, this is so cool. I know I keep on saying that, and I haven't shown you yet. So
Don't show them.
don't show them. Okay. Here you go. This is what's coming to WoTCon. Oh my gosh. Look, we got priorities first. Nice. This is so cool.
That's so cool.
These are great costumes to bring.
How much do I have to donate to this thing to wear one of those?
Oh my gosh.
They're worth quite a bit of money. So, saying.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one in person.
How much do I have to donate to get Matt to wear one of those?
Matt will be doing that for free. He will be wearing that Lanfear costume.
Man-fear costume. There is no way I would fit in that costume. But Rajesh thinks that would be a good idea.
Look, Sharon's going to be there. She can alter it for you
Yep.
in real time. That's one of the panels, by the way, everybody. I think I ruined the surprise.
Totally ruined it. So yeah, that's going to be so cool. When you said you had a picture of that, man.
Well, and I think for the people that are home, right, you'll get to see those. But for the people that can make it in person, how would you like to have a picture of you in those costumes? Not in them, but next to them. Because
cool.
that's probably going to happen. This
is the one that Elida wears at the end, right?
Uh-huh.
This is the one that Elida wears. Someone asked. Man, so cool. Like these are iconic looks from this show, so that's gonna be so much fun.
Not to mention if you're coming with your cosplay. Now this could be pressure. I don't know how I want to play this, but if you're coming in cosplay, just remember Sharon Gillum is there to judge you.
Don't scare people away, man. What are you doing?
Is it too late to cancel my?
You already told me I was a troll. That's what I do.
I know that's true. By the way, no boots. Yeah, Sharon, if you're out there, I hope the costumes have some boots too. That'd be a nice touch to add. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, like that alone, and I mean, I don't know. From the virtual membership side, will they get to see these? Like you said, they're going to be able to see these costumes up close.
Yep.
So, and how can can someone get a virtual membership up until the day during the convention? Like, when do the virtual memberships?
They do
end?
not. They will run all the way through the convention, so people will be able to sign up, and then obviously. Cool. You'll be able to keep. So once you have it, it's set up in a way where you'll be able to go back and watch those videos for the full year, right? You're going to have access to everything. We have a roving reporter that goes around and you'll feel like you're at the con. Like we wanted to make it feel like you're there. So
yeah, if you just go to WoTCon.com, if our mods want to throw this link into the chat, that'd be fantastic. And you can see virtual memberships right here. And $50 for that. And I believe from what we've heard from other fans and just from the amount of being able to go back and watch it later, right? It's not just like some of the conventions will let you while it's live, but having all this access for an entire year is amazing. So
it's like literally 40 hours of content that's going to be for people there. So it's really cool.
Oh yeah, I saw this comment. Albert's ears. Yes. How about I do this? This is the link to actually donate for accessibility. And let me see if I can. Why can't I not pin that? Hold on. Okay, pin message. There you go. If you want to know where that link is at, please do. Nablus, have we had any donations? You said you saw the
We
one.
have.
Has
Since we have been here, we've seen a number of shirts sold, and we've seen another $400 in donations. Now, those are not going to show up on the donation window if you do the donate, so just keep that in mind. But only the T-shirts show up in that donation window. But we are selling some shirts, Matt.
That's awesome.
Do you want to know who's winning?
I don't think winning is important, Nablus.
Well,
I was winning.
Yeah.
Remember, when you go to the page, you're going to see Team Man for your shirt, and then you're going to see donation.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Look at him. Controlling the narrative. I shouldn't have done this.
I shouldn't have done this.
Come on this show.
I don't know. You let me MC the show. I mean, you should. I guess this is one of the fun parts of WoTCon that I enjoy is just the back and forth with Nablus. At one of the dinners, we get up there and people out in the audience they write things for us to say or tell the audience, and it's one of my favorite traditions that we've done. And we basically will say about 95% of what people write. There's always a 5%. There's always a 5% that's like, no, we're not going to say that. I want to shout out the whole team that, like, on the technical side, it's crazy. The amount of work that goes on to get the audio and video right for streaming. And like, I know how much this takes running the Dusty Wheel, like getting everything to work, and people are, communicating with you and you see it like locally, in the room, you're actually hearing the audio and seeing the video. And then also doing that virtually, it is a lot. So just props to everybody that's donated their time and is a part of that. You guys are amazing. Every year, I see you running around like it's crazy how much time and effort you put in, and you always pull it off. So cheers to the team there. I mean, everybody at WoTCon, but man, the AV side is wild. So
there is a crazy, awesome team of people that take care of that. I see Joe's shouting out Vance, but Joe Perry from Talk Around Riyadh is vital to that as well. There's a whole team of people behind making the con happen, which I feel like if we start naming names now, we'll be doing that. But
by the way, we have somebody in our audience that definitely deserves a shout out, regardless of the tip that this fan provided. This has been so much fun to watch her journey. Reading the Wheel of Time as a fandom. That's, as we all know, like first-time readers and listening to them kind of like talk about what they're experiencing is like one way we get to kind of relive that experience of reading the books for the first time, and also like cheering them on and getting excited about, them running into the latest surprise. We're not going to ruin anything. We're kind of staying spoiler-free tonight. Please just keep in mind we're talking WoTCon Wheel of Time, but we're not focusing in the books so much, so please don't spoil things in chat right now. But that being said, Carrie, thank you very much for the tip. My first WoTCon as a full series reader. Everybody, please a round of applause in chat. Cheers to you, Carrie. Like, you made it. Welcome. I wrote Carrie the other day and said, there's some videos I hope that you've watched now. And she had watched one that I especially love about that 10-year secret, and we'll just leave it there. Please don't talk about it. But and Carrie had watched that one already, and so that was really cool. So it's awesome.
Carrie finished, she messaged me on Discord just to say, I want to let you know, because I've been bugging her about last couple of years about coming to WoTCon, and so
yeah,
Carrie, this is so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm also like I'm always jealous. I don't know about you, but I'm always jealous of first-time readers. Mm-hmm. I've got 2 friends doing it right now, and I'm always jealous of taking that ride for the first time.
I don't know, man. Like, when did you start? Remind me, Nablus. When did you start reading?
I read, so I picked up in 1999.
Okay.
I found Eye of the World in a box of books my dad had bought like at a garage sale.
Yeah.
And I was looking for something to read over the summer before college and read the first one and then was like, "Oh, there's more of these." And read all the way up and then I was happy to find out Winter's Heart was coming out. So
Yeah. Brian, what was your? Remind me. I can't remember the date you started. When did you start?
96, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think either Fires of Heaven or Lord of Chaos had just come out. Can't remember which one. But I found Theoryland in 97, 98 by Alta Vista. And I asked a question
Alta
about a
Vista,
particular
yes.
person that was killed, and Theoryland popped up, and Wapmania, the other theory site. They both popped up as places to discuss on the internet about this particular mystery. So that was when so I've been reading for a long time. So
The reason why I asked that question, and someone asked, by the way, if we're going to show the banner across the sky, we definitely will. I'm trying to figure out whose view of this is best. Oh yeah, this one's cool. Yeah, we'll show Yosha's. So in 1 second. So the reason why I brought that up was, like, I totally like going back and kind of experiencing it again for the first time is like a cool thought. But like we got to read it differently, you know, like there were like books still coming out, like 99. That's like basically like the groundswell of like Wheel of Time fans really hitting like the internet.
Yep.
So there's part of me, yeah, I get it, like, but to be in there in the moment of as the books were being released, there was something special about that as a new reader, like it's such a different experience that, like, I guess maybe I'm just like I have the bias of waiting with my waiting with friends for the next book to drop, and talking about it then. And this is an experience that is completely different and totally unique too, which is having so many people kind of like almost waiting for you, like you're waiting for, we used to wait for the books to drop and we're just waiting for them to get to the next book. And so two different experiences. So I don't have as much of that kind of like, it's awesome, I guess, to see them go through it, but like, I don't think I would trade away the way that, and the timing that, we experienced it just for having experience.
Well, it was those
way,
long waits. I mean, that's where
Yeah.
places like Theoryland or Wapmania or because that's what I would do. I would get on and be like, what do other people think? Who did this? I'm not going to spoil anything by dropping, but like there were lots of theories going around. I mean, as back as early as you can get in the books, and it's, some people I thought their theories were crazy and they ended up being right. And it's just nuts.
Right. By the way,
but not Matt. I mean, that wasn't Matt, obviously.
No.
But Rain said, yes, that face behind Matt should always creep me out. Yeah, this thing is so hilarious. I did not do that on purpose. One time I set this up and then we were live one time and I was like, whoa, what is that? And then I forgot that I put this. It's the album right behind me. It's so cool that it's right there. I love it now. I did. Someone brought this up, and let's jump away from WotCon for a second.
Yeah.
Because fans out there, I want to say this. Like, I appreciate hardcore Wheel of Time fans. Exactly right as Brian's saying. I appreciate the passion that fans have. Whether or not it's about a theory that they're just devoted to, and they're going to write up, long. I think the longest theory I ever read was like 50 pages. Or they're going to build websites, or they're going to
double
create.
spaced?
It was Calendar, and
that doesn't surprise me. Say no more.
He did it. It was awesome. It was an awesome theory. Like it's just like one of those. That is hard.
Say no more.
That's hardcore. That's hardcore, right?
Yeah.
And so like, and so when it comes to like the Save Watt and fans, like what they're doing here, like this one's, look at this, like this is awesome. I think this one is in Brazil. This is Yosha just saying, oh my. And then this one is like the banner in the sky right here. Check that out. Oh man. And he said, our huge fandom's campaign to save the Wheel of Time continues. Now the level has literally risen to the heavens. I love that. And I'm not sure if this next one. Oh yeah, then this one is. I can't remember. Is this one just in? Is this New
I think
York?
that's Times Square.
Times Square.
That's Times Square.
Yeah.
By the way, these people look like they've been like, they almost look like actors. like they're just like there. We're having a chat right in front of the Wheel of Time banner there. So yeah, like that's hardcore, and like cheers to fans that are going to this degree and really putting their love and appreciation for it. I also saw that I think Jenny put together a video also from from fans. If Brian, can you like DM me that link, or is it just on Jenny's
I can find
channel?
it.
If you can
Give it
find it,
one
that'd be
second.
awesome. I want to show that one. That's amazing. So, yeah, there's a lot of Discord. There's a Discord channel. I think it's at Watt Series. If you would like to be part of that, if you want to put your time and effort into saving the Wheel of Time, you can go on the Watt Series Discord and be part of that too. But yes, like cheers to the passionate fans that create conventions that are like whatever it is, again, that create search engines that just that get together and let their fandom kind of shine and just be geeky in whatever way they want. So it's awesome. So yes, I hope you feel the love out there for those of you that again are just passionate Wheel of Time fans and are sharing the spirit of that with us in these variety of ways. So I have that link. I'll go grab that. Now I know some of you are like, what else is going to be revealed about WoTCon? Oh,
I'm
we're going to
curious.
reveal some other stuff. I'll work on that link, but first, Nameless, what do you think would be, interesting to share with fans now?
Well, how about what we're going to talk about at WoTCon?
Ooh,
about that?
That's
About
a good
that?
one.
Couple
We're
of
gonna talk. Oh, wait. Let me guess. It is the imminent remake of the Wheel of Time in the style of Xena Warrior Princess.
No.
Yeah. Only when the
No.
WB comes back.
The CW,
The CW, yeah.
the
or-
CW Wheel of Time.
Okay. Like, let's talk panels.
let's do
panel round one. Nameless, tell us more about these.
So yeah, this is I have the little descriptions here too, because there are really cool people running these panels. But whose thread is it anyway? This has been something we've done the last 2 years as a panel. It is really just whose line is it anyway? Improv, and we have some enormously hilarious people. I really cannot stress that enough. So that's what that is. Non-reader show discussion. This is led by Omar from Watt Series, and it's really just exactly what it sounds, talking about the show, but with non-readers or people that are not talking about that, like the books, right?
Yeah.
Feminism in the Wheel of Time is about feminism in the Wheel of Time. And
wow, it's almost
yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
well, they're gonna the panelists are gonna discuss 6 female chosen through the modern lens, specifically the highs and lows of feminism and their arcs. I think that's a really cool topic, actually. And then our friend Lauren from Unraveling the Pattern is going to be on a panel with a number of other panelists, but leading a panel talking about content creation and what
Cool.
it takes to make content. And obviously, there is really no one better in the Wheel of
Lauren?
Time kingdom
What?
than Lauren.
Who are you talking about? Oh yeah, yeah. No,
That guy, Lauren.
Oh man, is he gonna tell us how to like do all the animation too?
Yeah, he's going to teach everybody how to animate. You know?
That's good. That's amazing. That one's gonna be fun. By the way, I didn't remember this. I cannot wait to see Tori and Dr. S. Are Tori and Dr. S gonna be there? Okay, well, that's awesome. That's so cool they're coming back. They were so much fun in season 3. I don't know if you saw the live stream where Shaq showed up in chat, but like that was wild, and that was like the live stream we did with them. So yeah, Tori and Dr. S, that's gonna be a blast. I can't wait to see them there. So yeah, next up, I guess we should tell them more about what's happening here. You're like, maybe not. No. Okay. Here we go. Round 2.
Round 2. So Lorne Balfe's score is about Celine Dion's part in the movie Titanic. It's really what we're going to talk about there, and how they came up with that song. No, actually,
As
so Lorne
reenacted by Rick Kappa.
Yeah, Irene. Yes. No, Lauren Balfe's score is about shocker, Lauren Balfe's score. So the Watt Fantasy Draft, I think this is such a cool concept. So the Watt Fantasy Draft, if I can find the description so I can read it exactly to you, the panelists will compete against each other to assemble the best roster of Wheel of Time characters to face various challenges. So they'll draft characters in a similar to fantasy football. So for instance, they might be like, okay, in a battle, which characters would you pick? In a game of dodgeball, which fantasy characters would you draft from the Wheel of Time? So that's that. The Build an Outrigger panel is basically building a Outrigger novel, right? So like after the Wheel of Time is over, for those that don't know, Robert Jordan had planned on writing a number of Outrigger novels set in the universe.
Don't
I'm
say
not going to
much
get
more.
anything else.
Yeah,
That's
come
it.
on.
I wasn't saying what.
I mean, this
wasn't
next
saying
panel
what.
feels a little bit like, I guess you just, let's not even talk about it, right? Can you be...
No, I
Can you be
can't actually.
nameless?
So this is me. I'm actually running this panel. This last one, could you be nameless, right? Is really a. So what I do for a living is I do executive coaching, and this is actually a cool. I think it's kind of cool. I'm going to run people through a very real proctored personality test that would be used in like a corporate setting, but the twist is. All of it is determining which Wheel of Time character you are actually the most like based on your personality. So you'll learn which character you are the most similar to, and you'll learn a little bit about yourself in the
Is that for real, the panel?
That is for real, the panel.
Okay. Brian, which panel of these four, I'm putting you on the spot, which one are you going to?
Well, I was going to learn how to build an outrigger because that sounds interesting. I'm not very handy, but I can try. But I would love to know more about myself. So I might go to Could You Be Nameless?
I mean, could you be nameless? I think I'm gonna go to that one too. That is I think interesting. I think I could.
I think I could. I'm ruthless.
Could you be it?
Steph said, Tori and Dr. House have a YouTube short where they're Jordan kind of geeking out because you, Dusty Wheel, is behind them. I would have geeked out if I saw them do this, and like I would have been like, "Hey, I'm geeking out. They're right behind me." So I didn't know that. I'll have to say hi to them when they're there. Okay, Brian, you're going to explain the next four panels. You're going to do your best. You're going to do your best to explain them without any spoilers. Okay.
Okay.
No book spoilers. Brian, round 3, go.
All right. Okay. Sharon Gillam's costumes.
What's that one going to be about? What's that going to be about?
I suspect that
more confidence.
Ross
More
Knight
confidence.
will be joining us to answer questions about Sharon Gillam's costumes. That seems very plausible.
That is plausible. I like that idea.
Something that could happen. The Great Melchiori Mimoff is we're going to get several chefs in a room and have them cook a dish, and then the judges will make memes based on those dishes. Nice.
That's a cool panel. Yeah.
That feels quite right. What are they? This is about the use of pronouns in the Wheel of Time. The Hills of Tanchico Take 2 is we're going to give you a whole bunch of hills to choose from, and you can only take 2. Those are the panels.
Those are the panels, everybody. Like that was dead on.
You did not do very well. Unfortunately, I don't want to mislead anybody. That wasn't accurate.
Interesting.
However, you were close on the Sharon Gillam's costumes one. He's really going to be about Sharon Gillam's costumes. The Great Melchiori Mimoff has been a favorite. We've done this every year. We create Wheel of Time memes, and they are hysterical. That one's great. What are they? This is a fun one. So it's time to take out your alignment chart. We are pulling characters' names from the Wheel of Time out of a hat. And with the help of the audience, we are debating their morality. So if you're like a Dungeons and Dragons person, right? Like, is Rand lawful good, right? Or is he chaotic good? Or you get my point, right? So
Land fear, chaotic.
Land
good.
fear.
Yeah.
chaotic good. No, 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 no.
I'm
Lawful
going to this
evil.
panel. This is
Lawful
my, this
evil,
one I'm
maybe.
going to.
Lawful evil, maybe. The Hills of Tanchico, part 2, or take 2, I should say. So, this is panelists will write lyrics to a new verse of the breakout hit, The Hills of Tanchico.
Oh, cool.
That makes so much more sense than my idea.
Yeah.
By the way, we have to take a moment. I feel
Let's do
like this has to be said. And I think he's been like really, like really cool about it. But this is, I'm like annoyed by this. So sorry, is it right here? I didn't get there. I gotta find this. Hold on. See if no. Anyways, I'll find it in just a second. I'm gonna find the thing I'm annoyed by. We can move on to the next panel. Brian, are you eating pizza?
No, I'm not eating pizza. I'm eating something though.
Oh, pizza would have been cooler. I mean,
You ate his pizza. He doesn't have any.
okay. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, sorry. This. Nikhil wrote, "Hello, my friends, and thank you for your support. I am sorry to say that due to clerical issues outside of my control, The Hills of Tanchico will not be appearing on the ballot for this year's Emmy consideration." What the hell, man?
There is some story behind that makes me just mad.
That is just, by the way, he was so cool about it. He said, though I know this is a blow to us all, and particularly the fans and fellow TV Academy members who were really championing the song, there'll be other stones to turn and battles to fight. I feel immense gratitude to be able to contribute music to a series I fell in love with back in 2019, and the fact that it has resonated with so many is the greatest compliment a composer could ever receive. To celebrate, here's a video that highlights that love to you all. So here we go.
The hills of Tanchico City, where one's not enough and three's too many, and two bring a man to his knees. Hey, the hills of Tanchico, the hills of Tanchico, hey. These hills will flatten the whole ship's crew. These hills will make a man out of you. The hills of Tanchico. The hills of Tanchico.
I mean, if we haven't sung this song like 10 times out when, I mean, I don't know if you've been to WoTCon, but like out in the atrium area, like there's so much, singing going on in the evenings after the panels. And if we haven't sung this one 10 times, at least before the end of WoTCon, I don't know who we are as a fandom.
Mm-hmm.
So he was really cool about this. Nikhil was awesome. And what a wonderful song. I don't want to stay too much in that kind of like just pissed off place right now because we're talking about awesome stuff. But Nikhil, cheers to you. What an amazing song. And that is ridiculous. And I'll leave it there.
Yes.
The next panel, the next group of panels, round 4. Tell us what these are.
Ooh, Hot Ones. So if you've ever seen Hot Ones, right? The where they eat really, they bring celebrities on and eat really hot wings. We do that, but with Watt people. So we'll be doing Watt Ones, and I think this year's guest. So if you're not aware, Josh from the Black Tower makes the spiciest homemade, not spicy. I don't even know how to describe this because that's not it. The hottest homemade hot sauce called the Taint. Just leave it at that. And they put that on wings and they eat them and they talk about Wheel of Time and it is hysterical. The future of the Wheel of Time. This is led by the folks behind the Save Watt campaign. So, right, what is the future of the Wheel of Time? What are the possible outcomes? They'll be discussing not only what could happen with the show, but then what could happen in other media, things like that, with the Wheel of Time series. Because, my consolation to everybody would be this, right? No matter what happens with the show, the books will always be here and the fandom will always be here. So take consolation in that. But yeah, that's what that panel will be discussing. The Flame of Hope Okay, so the Flame of Hope is panelists are going to discuss moments from the series where hope has been pivotal in victory. Just because today, in this day and age, people could all use some reminders of points of light in the shadow. And then lastly, resistance in other stories. So this is panelists are going to share their favorite non-Wheel of Time stories of resistance. So who are their favorite characters from other stories? Freedom fighters, quiet resistors, and leaders. Right? It's a discussion of that.
Fun.
So that is round 4.
Yeah, so one of my favorite memories of WOT ones is that my daughter, 2 WOTCons ago, I don't know that I knew she was going to be on this panel, or maybe I did know that she was going to be on. And I came in and she was telling some story about me, and like the whole audience laughed, and I was like, "What just happened?" And they're like, "Don't worry about it." My daughter had a blast on that panel. Came back last year. I think she was on the panel because she won 2 years ago. I don't know if she's on this panel. All I know is she is. They're going to be there. So my wife and my daughter Caitlin will be at WoTCon. So looking forward to it. They're looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. So that's a great panel. I mean, all those, as people are talking, this always happens every single time. There's so many good panels going on simultaneously. This is why, like, again, you can go back and watch these things after. It's fantastic. But there's another round. Brian, you ready to try this again?
Okay,
you ready to try this again? We're well fed. Let's see how you do. Panel round 5.
All right. Gia trial. This feels like we're all going to get to take a trip through Iridian, confront our ancestors, and hopefully come out the other side. This feels yeah, that feels right.
That feels
Let's
right.
talk about Swan. Okay, so this is a beauty contest to find out who is the ugly duckling and who is the swan. Reverse fan casting is we're going to use the power to cool down the room because it gets really hot in these panel rooms. There's so many people, and so we're going to do cast some fan weaves and stuff. Writing and narration workshop. I think this is where we're going to workshop writing and narration.
How do you do, Nameless?
I think he got that last one right. So let's do this. Let's do these for real.
Let's do these for real.
GE trial is actually judged. This is a real trial with lawyers and judged by Maria Simmons, who is the ultimate authority on all things Wheel of Time. But basically, this year there is I won't get into any spoilers, although I think this is early enough, right? Prosecution and defense, they're going to be arguing if Luther and Telamon committed any punishable crimes leading to the strike on Shale Ghul. So yes, that will be the trial. Let's talk about Swan is talking about Swan in season 3 and that. We'll just say that. Reverse fan casting. So reverse fan casting. Everybody has likely tried to build a dream cast of Wheel of Time characters to put in a show. They're not going to do that. Instead, they're going to flip the idea and place those characters from the books or show into other popular stories. So movies, television, or whatever. So like what characters from the Wheel of Time would be great in other stories? That's what that
I forgot I was doing this on Blue Sky. I got halfway through a Star Trek reverse fan cast and got distracted by things. I should finish that. I'll do it. I'll finish
Got distracted by
The last one, though, is really cool. So the writing and narration workshop, this is actually going to be led by Kate Redding and Michael Kramer.
Cool.
They are, this is the crazy thing. Like, guys, they're the top of the industry when it comes to audiobook readers and performers. So if you've ever wanted to be a writer or a narrator, this is a great panel because you're going to be able to bring your own short original writing of a max of 750 words to them.
Oh, cool.
They're going to narrate it. And they'll, or bring a piece of similar length and you narrate it for constructive feedback. This is really cool. So it's kind of a fun workshop to work with them on where you can get real life coaching from people who do this at the highest levels professionally. I think that's a lot of fun.
Huh. Do you have to sign up before that panel, or do you bring it?
I think you can just bring it. just keep in mind the max is 750 words. So
Cool.
yeah,
Man, I agree with this. Michael and Kate are also just the best in general.
Yes, they are.
100%. That is so cool. Landfear. Oh yeah, I might have to go to that panel. Landfear cast in every other show. Yeah. Nynaeve and Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
One of the two female characters in Lord of the Rings.
I mean,
have three lines.
Nynaeve would be a good one, I think. To
Aludra would be cast as Legolas because apparently Frodo doesn't know who he is.
by the way, that was the fifth. The fifth round was the final round, correct?
It was.
Nameless? Okay.
It was.
As a reminder, again, you can support, help us raise money for WotCon accessibility and books to prisoners. We are collecting donations now. This ends tomorrow. Is that what you said? Also, Nameless?
It does. It will end tomorrow. Okay.
Remember, you have two options here. You can
False.
get the
There are three
Manfear-
options. Do not listen
Team Man
to
for your
him.
shirt, and you can get a donation. By the way, yeah, it's crazy that this is the way it shows. You should fix that. But have we had any additional donations since then?
We have. So we've had a number of shirts purchased. People were making the right purchases on the shirts. They were avoiding your propaganda, and we've had a few more donations as well. So really exciting. Thank you for those that are supporting. This is I'll throw this shout out. First of all, Master of the Deck is one of your mods. Is Master of the Deck here today?
I don't think Master of the Deck's here. No.
Master of the
Deck's awesome.
Deck is such an amazing advocate for people and for accessibility. And I cannot stress enough how much she has been a champion. So if you are a fan of Master of the Deck, she is our accessibility coordinator for WotCon, and make sure that anybody and everybody is taken care of with their needs, whether that be dietary or otherwise. There's plenty of people that you never know need help. And that's one of the things that this fund goes towards, is helping pay for the things that a con of our size wants to be able to do, but can't always pay for. So it helps immensely when you're able to donate. And then anything else that we make is going to go to Books for Prisoners, or Books to Prisoners, I should say, which is the charity that Michael Kramer and Kate Redding have supported for a long time. And it's actually a very, very cool charity. What they do, and I know it sounds very simple, they send books to prisoners, but the amazing thing about that is what that does for the people that have been incarcerated and are serving, and it helps rehabilitate. It really is an amazing charity. So your money is going to go to the right places, and then you can also buy a shirt and represent at WotCon, which is going to be great. Even if you're not able to go, though, you can still get a shirt and rep it any other time.
Yeah, I mean, and again, part of the what's so fun with Nameless is I'm hoping you guys are just like purposely buying shirts to get back at me for removing him from that page, because it all goes to accessibility and books to prisoners, right? The whole point of this is that you will help donate and participate, however you do it, whichever one, the donation button, Team Nameless, or Team DJ Nibbles, or Team Manfear. That's the fun part about it, is it's all for charity, and so that's the kind of fun we like to have around here.
Yeah.
So,
even if you are supporting the right team by buying a DJ Nibbles t-shirt.
I mean, however you want to.
You can support charity in your own way, but you should do it the right way.
Charity. Mean for charity. That's how we do it around here at the Dusty Wheel. Mean for charity. I still remember the time I let Nameless and others roast me on the Dusty Wheel, and then I roasted them afterwards by saying really nice things to them. The look on all your faces when that happened was one of my favorite live streams ever.
I did take it to 11.
It was a good time. It was a good time. As a reminder, tomorrow, remember, I know you witnessed some propaganda out there saying today, but it's really, just kidding, Critter. They don't say, but you've been given one more day.
Yes.
One more day for in-person registration. It closes tomorrow. Think about it. If you can make it, we'd love to have you. It's a good time, to be among fans, and
come meet us and hang out with us. That's the part that I'm the most excited for, is just meeting you all and spending time with you. And I think one of the great things that we also get to do at WotCon, and this was a happy accident, Matt, if you remember when we were first building the con, we like getting a bunch of space is expensive, and we weren't sure how many people were going to come, and so what we did to kind of help pay for the space is they'll give you the space for free if you buy food. So if you've ever done like a wedding, they help with this, right? So we decided for only year one, we were going to make the ticket a little bit more expensive and include the food, like banquet style food, right?
Yep.
And we did it as a way just to do the con the first year.
Yep.
Well, we did feedback after it, and everybody said, "Oh, if you don't like, please, please, please don't change the food. It was the best thing about the con." So the happy accident has been that tends to be everybody's favorite part of the convention is sitting down with a bunch of Wheel of Time fans, having food catered and being entertained while you do it.
Yeah.
And that's been my favorite part, actually, is that. So
Yeah, I remember talking about this, and it was like, is it worth it? And I would say, certainly from a convention experience standpoint as a fan, the eating together is my favorite thing. Like being in that room with all the fans, those evenings are always just the have the best memories, the funniest moments. So yeah, it's one of those, like, instead of going out and eating out every night or every afternoon or whatever it is, doing this with us has been a blast. And so I hope you will. I hope you'll consider it, or if you can't, be there virtually with us. It's gonna be a blast. For you two, is there anything else you would say to those who are either going to WoTCon, like how to prepare for this moment if they are going to be there in person? Are there some tips and tricks that come to mind where you're like, this is what to do, this is how to get the most out of that experience? Because I think we do have some people that are going to WoTCon for the first time, or maybe have gone before, but maybe they didn't feel like they got everything out of it. Maybe it's the first time they've been to a convention.
I'll leave that to because I think my experience is a little different, just because I'm behind the scenes of it. So I have some thoughts, but I would love to leave that to Brian first, because I think Brian's been there as a guest.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah,
Like, do you have like a tip? Like, what's your, like, for someone that's coming in new, or maybe this is the second time they've come to WoTCon? How do they get the most out of it?
I think the best thing to do is, like, I know we're all like kind of socially awkward nerds. A lot of us are. The best thing to do is to kind of push as hard as you can past that and introduce yourself to somebody that you don't know. Because somebody said it in chat earlier. One of the you go to a convention with 20 people, you walk away with 20 friends. And every time I've gone to WoTCon, I've walked away with more friends than I had before. And you know, it's just the best kind of experience you can possibly have to go to a convention. And all of us have built this world in our heads. We've seen the TV show. We've tried to talk about it with our friends, and they don't get it. You know, the family doesn't get it. Your parents are like, "Oh, that's nice. You read books about dragons and stuff." Like, no. Like, you don't understand the Wheel of Time. You are going to go to a building. You're going to be locked in a building, not locked, but you're going to be in a building with 200 plus people who get it. They get it. They understand. They understand, like, exactly what we're talking about. And it's just like a priceless feeling. It's like none of us are strangers at that point. It just, I don't know. I just think the best thing to do, go talk to somebody, go meet somebody, don't be too afraid. I understand that that it's hard, but like every person that has come to WoTCon or to JordanCon or to MalkyariCon or to any of the other meetups, every single person who's come to one of those and started talking to other fans has walked away with more friends than they started with.
Yep.
So that's my tip. That's my big tip.
By the way, for those of you that maybe you're virtual, joining the Discord is a fantastic way to still interact with fans and feeling a part of what's going on. Like, I like this comment from, I think it was 100 Companions, said, where is it at? Yeah. If I hadn't already bought my ticket, you just sold it again. Yeah. I mean, I love that some of you are going to be new to WoTCon this year. Please do. The tip I would give you is none of us, I don't know anyone there who I've ever thought, oh, that person's like, you know, I can't talk to them because they're, you know, I hope none of you think so. There's even like Michael and Kate, who definitely could kind of own that celebrity status. Like they've always just like they're always like so open to you walking up and chatting with them. They're so engaging. Everyone here that comes to WoTCon, you know, seems like so ready to kind of say hello, you know, and to talk to you. Please do come up and say, I would love to say hello to you, meet you if you come. I sometimes, Innkeeper, Anas, and I, we like to try to remember everyone's names, but it takes me a little while to like get to remember everyone's names for the first time I meet them and hold on to that the whole weekend. But there's something really special about remembering and being able to like just kind of walk up and feel like you know somebody. You might recognize my face, so please come up. I might not remember you, or I might not or I may not recognize you. But please come up and say hello if you know me. I do want to say hello to you. So that is like one of the biggest, I guess, tips. Yeah, like Brian just said, is just that willingness to come and say hello. People. Everyone that I know kind of is open to engaging and speaking to you. Yes, I do try. Innkeeper has a better. Matt doesn't remember names. I try, Kim. I try. Names are difficult. I agree. But it is it's the talking, it's the interacting. Nablus, would you add anything to that?
No, I think you're dead on. Like, come say hi. Like, that's my favorite part is meeting people, and spending time with people that share an interest. But that, again, I say this, like, we'll talk about the Wheel of Time forever. We do it all the time. But what I think keeps drawing people back to this year after year after year is the people that you meet along the way. And that sounds so corny and cheesy, but it's also so true. So I highly recommend that. And if I would also say, you know, obviously some people are introverted, some people are extroverted. You know, definitely step out your comfort zone and definitely say hi to people. Or sit with somebody new when you're there. You'll meet and become friends. Here's a couple of fun facts for you guys. This is going to be the largest. I'll drop some stuff that nobody knows yet. How about that?
Yeah.
This will be the largest WoTCon yet. So we will eclipse more than 250 or more people.
That's cool.
That is going to be fun. Number 2, there will be more new people at WoTCon this year than there ever have been.
No way.
So there will be more than 85 new people at WoTCon that have never been before. So that is really, really exciting.
That's awesome.
And I'll throw out one more time. If you're not able to be there in person, you know, we get it. The virtual option is a really, really great way to not only support the con, but also be a part of it. You really will be a part of it. I think the people, and I'm sure people in the audience that have been virtual members of the con before can maybe speak to this better than I can, but I feel like that experience and feeling like you're a part of something, even if you can't physically be there, is one of the things we were striving for. And I feel like as well as we can do it, we're doing it. Yeah. So that's something that I'm really proud of, actually.
Yeah, and I saw, I'm seeing a lot of comments in here. Yeah, it is so much. Oh man, that's the fun part, is getting to know new fans, meeting people that maybe you've spoken with online before. I will tell you this: some people don't believe this. I am reclusive and kind of like I struggle to go up and introduce myself to people, and so I totally feel that, and it's real, and I know that that's true for you and for many people out there. So it's a struggle for me. I know it's a struggle for you, and basically, hopefully, all of us will kind of take on that struggle together and you know, have a good time at WoTCon, getting to know each other. So please do come say hello. Any other thoughts or comments? WoTCon, for those of you, again, the call lines have been open. I haven't told you they were open, but if you want to give us a call, we'll take one caller tonight. If you want to, there's no one on right now, so the first caller in, if you did want to say something, the phone number.
I definitely want to talk to some people, especially if you've been to the con before. I want to hear. I'd love to hear some.
Okay, we'll do at least 2 calls. And you can give us a call at 1-313-825-5968. That's 1-313-825-5968. Feel free to give us a call right now. And Brian, do you have a favorite like WoTCon memory?
I do. I had last year, Guy Roberts came,
Yeah.
which was awesome. And I was in the lobby talking with Guy Roberts and Michael Livingston. And the three of us geeked out on Shakespeare and specifically a play slash story called Troilus and Cressida. And it was originally written by, one of the stories was originally written by Geoffrey Chaucer, who wrote the Canterbury Tales, and he wrote it in, Middle English, Old English. And Shakespeare then wrote a play based on it. And so the three of us, I've always loved that story, and the two of them were experts in that story because Livingston had translated it into English, and Guy Roberts had put on a production of the show. So I got to geek out with them for like an hour about something. It wasn't Wheel of Time related, but it was just super fun. So the point of this is that you can have these like really spontaneous interactions with anybody. Like it's a very small con. This isn't like Comic-Con or whatever where the guests are behind like a velvet rope and have security guards and you can't talk to them. Like that's not true. Like when you go talk to, you can talk to anybody almost at any time. And the guests are so happy to just geek out with you about whatever it is that you want to geek out about. So that's like a memory that's stuck in my head, and I still think about it pretty often.
Well, I mean, you bring up a good point, which is don't feel like you have to know the Wheel of Time like backwards and forwards if you've only read the books once.
Totally.
If you haven't read all the books. Basically, this is a group of fans that did get together based on us all kind of geeking out about the Wheel of Time TV show.
Yeah.
But you don't have to have seen all of the episodes, whatever. You don't have to be an expert in the Wheel of Time. A lot of conversations I hear are not Wheel of Time related, like Brian just said. They're just getting to know people. It's the Wheel of Time bringing us together, but it's not like to only talk about the Wheel of Time. That's not what anything I've ever noticed among the fans. We do have 4 callers. We'll see if we can get to all of you. I do want to remind you one more time about the opportunity you have to be part of donating, to be part of the helping accessibility and books to prisoners. Just to remind you, you can choose from the Team Gleeman shirt. You can choose from the Team Manfear shirt.
Oh my
or
gosh!
You can.
Wow! Wow!
You can. That's
Wow.
what you can pick from.
I think this is false advertising right here. This is
sorry. That came together in like the last 10 minutes. That was fun.
wow.
With that thought,
sold that shirt.
I know. Now I'm like, shoot. It goes to the point that we should have thought about Brian on there. So with that thought, let's bring in our first caller of the night. Hey, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. Who's this?
Great Innkeeper, as always. I raise my glass to you, sir.
Norm, you were out there. Cheers, sir. Cheers.
And Brian Nablis, good to see you boys. Raise my glass to you as well, gentlemen. And everyone in chat, what's up?
Sir, what did you call in to tell us other than just, us enjoying hearing your voice?
Well, I got a question for you, and this is for all three of you, and I really do want to get your deep opinion on this.
Okay.
Here's the question, and you guys in chat, you can join in as well. Was the Wheel of Time set up to fail on Amazon? And the reason why I ask this is because if you look at the data with all the money that was given to Rings of Power, and even though their ratings are dropping, they're still getting more and more stuff, and other things are being greenlit and such. Yet Wheel of Time, which has only been getting better, as we all are all saddened to know it's no longer there, and now we're trying to find a new home so we can finish our story. So I ask, was Wheel of Time set up to fail from the beginning?
I don't want to make this too much about digging too far down the road. I think that is its own live stream question about it. So, but no, my honest answer is no. I feel like that's creating too much. I don't know. It's like the heroes and villains aspect of telling stories. Like, I think anything is complex that involves this many people and this many pieces of bringing a story together. And so no, I don't feel like there was any conscious effort out there to like tank something or setting it up that way. It happened as it happened, and I guess I just don't see it like, I don't think there was like a story written with any villains behind the scenes trying to purposely set something up to fail itself. So no, I mean, that's, I don't, it feels too convenient. I don't know if that makes sense. It feels too convenient to something not turning out the way. It's like any relationship or something. It's like, was this relationship set up to fail from the very beginning, or, any type of human connection or whatever. I get it. There's always looking back and being retrospective and what could have changed, there's always mirror world versions of this out there where we're like, oh, maybe we're in the wrong mirror world. Maybe like that mirror world turned out how I wanted it to. But no, I don't feel like there's I don't have a lot of energy for that mindset. But again, I think there's a live stream to be had about talking about maybe the conversation around why it didn't succeed the way that some of us wanted it to, or why it didn't persist. That's a conversation to be had. But no, I don't. Set up feels too.
I'm still under contract for my yachts, so I can't really answer from Amazon. I'll echo a little bit about what Matt said. I don't want to spend too much time on it here because we don't have a lot of time on it, but I would say I don't think there was to answer the question, I don't think there was a nefarious plot to sink it. But I think businesses like Amazon make what they believe are business decisions, and there are lots of factors that go into that, and it is worth breaking that down and opening that can of worms. Probably not now, though. It's a longer conversation than we have time for. So, agreed.
Norm, sir, as always, it is wonderful to hear your voice. We will have to do we haven't done one yet. I don't think we haven't done kind of just a dissection. We'll have to come back and do one where we more fully tackle the question of just basically just a retrospective on the last 6 years and thoughts about it, sir. So it's a good setup for another live stream and another day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys. You guys have a great evening and have a great summer and enjoy WoTCon.
Cheers, man. It's awesome to hear your voice, man. Talk to you soon. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Norm.
Next caller. Let's welcome to the show. Hey, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. Who's this?
Hey, Matt. It's Kim. I'm super excited. This will be my first WoTCon. I impulse bought my ticket this year. So yay!
That's awesome. So what was the overriding kind of reason like you got the ticket this year? Like what drove you to it?
I was sad that the show got canceled, and I was like, the best way to cure my sadness is to come hang out with everybody who still loves the Wheel of Time. So
yeah, I think that's a great reason. Again, there's a catharsis to that kind of getting together with fans, and whether or not it was, a character that you loved in the books, whatever didn't make it, or, whether or not it was a plot didn't turn out you wanted to, whether it was the end of the series itself. I remember just after A Memory of Light ended, like after we got the book, it was just like, wait, can you still be a fan at this point? Now the story's over, and going to Jordan Con after that, it was like, oh yeah, we're still good. We're still good. There's fans, and we still can enjoy life as fans, and it is a really helpful time. So yeah, did you see all the panels coming out? There's one that caught your eye that you're like, I can't wait for this panel?
I did see the panels coming out. I'm now not sure if I want to go to costumes or Hills of Tanchico. So great split there, because now I have to figure out which to go to.
Yeah, like that's I've noticed that the difficulty of like choosing the panel is the ultimate convention. It's the ultimate like nod to just like programming that just worked really well is when you struggle. You're like, I don't know. I really want to hear this. I really want to hear that. And all the panels have been fun that I've been at or been part of. So yeah, that's going to be a blast. Are you arriving on Thursday or when do you,
Yeah.
you know, because they do, they're at the convention. What's really unique about this, I love, nice job, Nablus and team for the hotel that was chosen. They have a huge atrium in the center, like past the check-in desks. And that is basically where we all hang out the entire convention, unless panels are going, and that kind of clears out a bit. And so Thursday night, I always recommend anyone that gets there Thursday evening, just dive into that, right? Just dive into enjoying kind of the chatter that's gonna be going on late into the evening. If there aren't some horns blown and there's not some singing and there's not some fun happening, I don't know where we're at. That's definitely going to be happening there. So yeah, Thursday night in the atrium is a blast, just because of how big of a space it is, and it's just like all open, and everyone just kind of joins. There's some couches, there's some tables, but it's really just feels like you're all just kind of hanging out together. So definitely, if you show up, I hope you'll join us there. It's going to be a blast.
The hotel hotel staff loves us, by the way. Like they're in love with us. So
yeah, they have fun. They have fun with that. It feels like, do we know, by the way, Nablus, are there any cross conventions? I know we've had like softball or baseball players there.
Yeah.
that was the worst.
And then we had bikers. They were the best.
Yeah, the female biker convention.
What was
I
their
heard about
name?
the
It was
bikers.
the what was they have such a cool name? It was like the
Motor maids.
Motor Maids. That's what
Motor
it
Maids?
is.
Yeah,
Motor Maids.
something like that.
It was so
They were
good,
there right
yeah.
before we were. There is another group there that's like leaving when we get there, but I don't know.
It's always funny because we like cross with some convention. The Motor Maids are awesome. So hopefully it's another convention of some fun people. We see them just for a moment. With the with the baseball group, they were there the entire weekend, I think, or maybe they were gone by Saturday night or something. But the Motor Maids were only there.
One of them, like Meg's student. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
We were doing the live stream in the lobby, and she starts freaking out because one of her students was one of the kids doing the softball. Anyway,
Really?
Wow,
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's cool.
So yeah. Anyway, I think you'll have a blast, and I think it's a great place to be, especially for those of you that are kind of they're disappointed in the fact that the show at this point is no longer. It'll be a fun place. Like I said, the fans that put this together are the fans that have really been enjoying the show and getting together to talk about it. And there's a lot of love and appreciation for the cast and crew. And I mean, obviously Sharon's going to be there. So it's going to be a blast. So Kim, thank you very much for calling and telling us that. Is there any question you have or a comment you want to make before we let you go?
Of course, the best way to sell your Manfear shirts is to promise us an appearance of Manfear. This is how you win this competition.
The costume, Kim, the costume is going to be there. I don't see why he wouldn't.
That is it has not been earned at this point. Like 50,000 was always the.
I'm sure Sharon
always
would
the
make a
thing.
modification to the costume. She's going to be there.
If Sharon makes your costume, would you wear it?
Oh my gosh! I just had an idea.
you just put him on the spot.
I am actually going to text.
I
Sharon
refuse
right
to answer
now.
that question.
I am
right now.
texting Sharon right now to see if she can throw something together. If
That's
everybody
so
on the,
serious, like we've got to quarter him.
if we break 300 people attending WoTCon, which would be tough because we have, but if that happens, I'll have Sharon make a custom costume for Matt.
I have not committed to anything here. So
He committed to it.
Matt, you cannot tell
Watch-
Sharon no.
watch
You
and
cannot
find
tell her
out.
no.
Watch and find out, I guess.
Just-
Watch and find out.
Custom
that-
man fear costume by Sharon Gillum.
on that note, thank you very much. Can't wait to see you out there. We'll see you soon. Okay. Have a
See
good
you
night.
soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You take my name off the website, this is what you're going to get. We're going to play dirty.
I didn't take your
Playing
name
dirty.
off the website. I
I
was
mean,
just
you
talking
did.
about.
You actually did.
No, whatever. Your name's right here, dude. I don't know. Like, yeah, your name's fine. Okay, we have 2 more callers, then we have to let you all go here. Let's bring them, our first one into the show. Hey, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. Who's this?
Hi, this is Chris from Columbus, Ohio. How are you guys?
Chris, welcome.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris,
So-
I'm in Columbus, Ohio, too. That's crazy.
That's what I hear. Oh my goodness. Honestly, this. I've been here, and my wife and I have been going to conventions since the beginning. We love this place, and we love meeting you guys. And I want to echo the fact that you can meet anybody and talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's Nablus or if it's Matt. You can approach anyone and say hello, and you're always going to have the conversation. I've been able to take pictures with my camera and say hi, and I've always had a good time. And this is something we have been enjoying and we wouldn't miss ever. We got to meet some wild people like Koala and Over's Ears and some other people you would never know otherwise. And here we are. And I'm just happy to be part of all of this.
Yeah, for many of you that have been hanging out in chat, you're going to meet a lot of people that you've been hanging out with chat with, maybe hanging out in Discords with. And meeting them in person is always it's always a blast. And again, yeah, no one is full of themselves. I've never noticed that at all. Like everyone is down to earth. Maybe Brian, like Chris.
Well, Brian needs a little help, but that's okay.
Yeah. Maybe Brian, but everyone else.
Well, I'll tell you my opinion. I'll tell you what, Chris, my opinion, that Innkeeper guy is very unapproachable. I saw him punch a fan at JordanCon. Someone came up and said,
punch him right out.
Picture with you, and he punched him in the face. And I thought, wow.
With his smile.
Wow.
But
yeah, I know.
But I do want to say, like, it's unbelievable how open everybody here is at this convention. From my business perspective, like I've been to many conventions in my life, but this is about personal connection.
Yeah.
And sitting with people and being with people, and just I have had the opportunity to sit at a table with Michael Kramer and Kate Redding. And my wife and I just got to have the time and talk, and they're the most approachable people I've ever spoken in my life. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And this makes this a really, really special place.
It is. Yeah, it's a really fun experience. Again, the main sessions are just, I think that's another piece of it that I've always loved, is just getting back together during the convention as a group. And we do that multiple times, and there's just something, again, kind of unifying about it, like being there and just having fun together, the meals and back in the atrium. That mix, to me, has been something really, really special. Like you said, Chris, it makes, it's just like it is about personal connection, and those 3 things have really always made this kind of feel like just like a really special group that gets together there. So, I can't wait. It's soon, man. How far away are we at this point? 3 weeks?
3 weeks,
yeah,
brother.
about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Here we go.
Oh my gosh. 3 weeks away. That's so close. There's so much happening in life in the next 3 weeks for myself. And it's going to fly by. It's going to be awesome. So, well, thank you very much, Chris, for calling in. Any final thought you want to leave us with? Favorite memory from WoTCon?
Favorite memory for WoTCon, honestly, is in the atrium and walking around with people and just talking and playing stones and doing our thing. It is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a blast, and have a good one. I can't wait. We'll see you in just a couple weeks.
We'll see you soon, Matt. Thank you so much.
Yeah, see ya. Bye-bye. Yeah, I remember, some of the stuff we've done, like, over the years. Wasn't the first year we had, like, the giveaway, the little token things or something? Like,
yeah,
we had these tokens that you would collect,
Yeah.
and we've kind of changed it up every year on kind of what things. But just, like, I love those little, like, kind of unique aspects of the convention every year. Something's a little bit different. Is there something, Nablus, for you that you can think of, or like this WoTCon is different from the previous WoTCon, other than having Sharon there with the costumes? or have we kind of like distilled it down to like what WotCon is at this point?
I think we've got it down. I mean, I think we'll I don't want to give it all away, right?
Okay.
We always try to change up some things, right? But
okay.
No, I mean we'll switch it up a bit, but
keeping your secrets. Keeping your secrets.
Yeah.
What am I seeing happening? Matt did a push-up and pushed the earth down. Nice.
I heard it was Chuck Norris.
Matt is so kind. Mother Teresa was humbled to meet him. Wow. That's special.
See if anybody got my deep cut references here. Do you remember Chuck Norris facts, Matt?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so kind. Chuck Norris jokes are out there.
Jokes are funnier when you have to explain them.
Nameless paid the last caller. We'll take our last caller and do some final notes here, everybody, and let you go. Thank you very much for showing up. Again, thank you for donating to such a good cause. You do have some opportunities here. Very few now as far as getting an in-person ticket, but you still have the virtual opportunity. And we will try to do, at least Innkeeper's out there, he always hates it when I start promising things, but we'll try to do at least a live stream for everybody. And I know a lot of groups will do some recordings there, do some live recordings. So even if you can't be part of the virtual membership, even if you can't, we're going to still try to do things as content creators, as fans, to make it so, you have some access to some things going on. So be on the lookout, be following, WotCon on its channels, be following, Dusty Wheel, other content creators. And hopefully we'll have a good kind of like set of things where you can still interact if you can't afford to, again, be there or be there virtually. Our last caller, let's bring them in. Hey, welcome to the Dusty Wheel. Who's this?
Hi, this is Steph.
Steph, how you doing?
Really good. How are you guys?
We are having a fun Wednesday. This has been a blast to be back and just chatting. What are your thoughts? Are you attending this time? Not? Are you going to join us virtually, or did you have just some comments you wanted to make?
Well, I'm on the fence about going. Initially, like the start of the year, I had said to myself, I'm definitely going to go to WotCon this year. I'm only 3 hours away from Columbus, but I'm just like, it's a whole weekend. Yeah. I will be attending by myself, so I'm still on the fence.
Okay. Yeah, no, I get it. Well, I for one will say I hope you do make it there.
Yeah.
And I know it's easier probably for me to say something that I know a lot of the people that are going to be there. I've met a lot of them. I've already kind of been through that and have kind of developed those friendships. And so it is a little bit maybe easier for me to be like, yeah, I can walk into a room and know people that are there. So, but yeah, I hope that tonight, as we've talked about things, that you'll find some interesting aspects of this enough to compel you to be there. I know it's an expense too. It's time and an expense, and also, like you said, coming by yourself, it can be a lot. Carrie's mentioning in chat. Carrie goes by herself. There are others, but you can definitely find a place to be among fans and find people to talk to. Yeah, Nablus,
can I add something, Matt? So one thing I think that might help, when you do sign up, you'll get an invite to the WotCon Discord, and one of the purposes of the WotCon Discord is to meet people prior. So there are channels in there for people that are coming, like you get to interact. We run a number of events leading up to the con. In fact, there were some tonight even. So you'll get to know people before you get there. And so you'll be able to say, hey, my friend I just met, I'm going to be getting there on Thursday at 5. Can we meet there? And then like so the worry about feeling like you're going to be alone, I feel like I can say this with almost certainty. Everybody that comes alone leaves with friends, and it's designed for that. So that would be the thing. So if there's a little worry that you may not be able to meet people, the WotCon Discord it's designed with the purpose of helping people like you meet people that you're going to be able to meet in person. So I'll just throw that out there.
Or you could just come talk to any of the three of us.
Yeah, that
we'll
too.
Introduce you to literally everybody else.
Yes, everybody do.
Well, honestly, I feel like y'all are already my friends because I've been watching
We
the
are
live
your fun stuff.
shows for years and years and years.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, probably since 21, I think, when the show first got announced.
That's awesome.
And I remember, and I'm like kind of out of the loop of certain things in the chat, but Matt had mentioned Land, and I remember like years ago in the 2000s, like looking up information of like, are there other people like me, like looking up fan art and theories, and I remember going on your site, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Innkeeper, but I didn't realize it because it's so long ago.
Well, now you have to show up. I feel like now, if you know Theoryland, like that's a deep cut there about like, I mean, there's a lot to talk about there. You know, like you said, following the channel, even that, you know, it gives you a place to kind of start with some conversations, you know, with people of having been part of the fandom for this long, and so yeah, and I'll also say this. It's not like, and then if you're down in this, you know, for people that are going for the first time, there's no obligation for you to be in the atrium area with everybody. Like if you just need some space, there's plenty, like you just walk a couple feet away from the atrium and you can kind of find some quiet spaces, you know, where you just like take a break from it all. I know plenty of people like myself who are just like, okay, I'm going to go sit in my room just for a little bit, get recharged a bit, and then go back out.
I do it all the time.
I again, like I said, I'm reclusive and I'm shy in person, and maybe that doesn't come across like running the show, but it just is true. And like I struggle to go up and meet new people all the time. So I totally appreciate the fact that, you know, it can be difficult either coming by yourself, meeting new people, even if you recognize them. That people are like, well, you'll recognize me, come say hi. That doesn't always make it easier. It's like, yeah, I recognize you, but maybe that can be a little bit intimidating. Maybe that can be not as easy. Again, it's not. You don't recognize people. It's you maybe aren't friends and you don't feel like you can enter that, you know, then maybe you feel like you're entering the space that you don't know them yet. So I hope, again, I hope to see you in person. If we don't, I hope you'll join virtually and at least kind of get a feel for what this is like. And then someday you'll join us in person. But I mean, come, obviously don't feel any pressure. I don't want you to feel pressure and show up because somebody else said it. Like come because you want to, like be part of this and get to know people and meet some new friends, or you know, dip your toes in virtually if that's kind of what you'd like to do.
No, honestly, hey, I just want to meet Innkeeper Honest.
Yes, he's pretty cool.
Me too. He is really cool.
Admittedly, he's pretty cool.
No, I want to meet all of you, but just
yeah. I mean, again, this is a good place to do it. A lot of people you've heard. Like on either you've met through the different shows or different, they're there and they're very like engaging and they literally have no other purpose from being there other than to talk to other fans. Like that's like their reason for being there is to and have a good time. So yeah, I'm excited, if this makes sense, to also see Innkeeper on us. So it's gonna be a fun weekend. I hope you'll be there. But again, totally understand if you choose not to, and again, dip your toes in on the virtual side if you choose not to, and just get to kind of see what it is and what it's like. But would love to meet you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having me on.
Of course. And well, if we do, please come up and introduce yourself. If not, please still, you know, follow the channel, be part of the community in whatever way you enjoy most. Wheel of Time community will go on, and there'll be new turnings. That's just the way this is. We've all learned this from the books. Our fandom experiences new turnings all the time, and new ages. So thank you very much, Steph, and have a good evening, okay?
Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Brian, Nameless, Innkeeper Honest was like, I'll be there. There we go. It's a little bit late, man. The call's over. Sheesh.
Wait, that's been honest the whole time? This whole time I thought you were typing things and then posting them like you were of like, Matt, you're not fooling anybody, man.
No, that has not been me.
The whole time. That's what I thought you were doing.
Basically the whole time. Yeah.
Like, okay.
Any final thoughts from you two before we let our these wonderful people get back to what they were doing tonight?
You go first, Brian.
I mean, my final thought is just come. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be awesome. And like we've said 6,000 times, 1,000 times on this episode so far, we want to talk to you. We want to meet you. Everybody does, and this is you will. This is a net positive in your life. Come to Columbus. Come spend a weekend with us. You will walk away more fulfilled and happier than when you got there. And the Uber ride back to the airport will be very sad, but the rest of the time will be amazing. And you'll be talking about it and nonstop and looking forward to next year and so on. And so, just come. All of you, everybody, all the 53% who said you have never been, come, go buy a ticket. You got till tomorrow. This is the thing I look forward to every year. And so my high early days.
I don't think I could have said it better, actually. So
Nameless is like, that's it. By the way, apparently, if you were wondering who's running the Innkeeper account in chat, Bane in chat says Matt types with capital letters, us doesn't. There you go. Although now I know this.
Are we portraying Matt as like an
a literate person who reads things?
Or is he like a guy that types in all caps all the time? Is he that guy that he texts in all caps? I'm going to start texting you that way, Matt. All
That's
caps.
exactly what happens. Okay, well, I think this is a wonderful way to end this show is from some fans just being their hardcore selves. So enjoy this moment, everyone, and then we'll say goodnight.
We walk the footsteps of our fathers, the trail blazed by our mothers. They bought the land with their blood long ago. Long ago. Oh, sing from the nether end. Oh, weep for the blood of Amen. Oh, cry for the nether end. Long ago. Long ago. We walk the footsteps of our fathers. The trail blazed by our mothers. They walked the land with their blood long ago. Long ago. Oh, sing of the nether end. Weep for the blood of Amen. Cry for the nether end. Long ago. Oh, sing of the nether end. Weep for the blood of Amen. Cry for the nether end. Long ago. Long ago.
So good. Nice job, you hardcore fan freaks out there. I love the passion, and that was a good one. Last note from you, Nameless, before we say goodnight. What do donations look like? How did fandom respond to that? Yeah.
So we are up to almost $500 on just the t-shirts. And I think we're over another $1,000 on other donations. So that was amazing.
You guys are awesome.
We still got another day left. So if you want to get a second shirt or third, 3 DJ Nibbles shirts.
You can support us both.
You can, but you could support us both by getting 2 DJ Nibbles shirts.
You could do that too.
You could do that.
Brian, thank you very much for being here. Enable us, seriously, it was awesome to see you. And thanks, everybody. It really felt great to be back here at the inn, chatting Wheel of Time, chatting fandom, and talking WoTCon. 3 weeks, we'll see you all. And until then, as we say right here, good night from the Dusty Wheel, and smash to black.
Welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel.
You went right to kill it. Look at you. You're all ready. You're just done. I mean, this is like this is
really well.
scenes.
And now I'm like, great, my turn.
And if you don't like that, and you want to say, well, Robert Jordan could have made the two rivers all white. He could have, but he didn't. So,
Just complimented me on my dress, and as you can clearly see, I'm
Sad.
not one.
I see Nakomi as something along the lines of a Shida Haran analog.
It does make sense why it outlasted the breaking.
Yeah.
See, this is why I have Therese in the show, because she's going to correct everything that.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Dusty Wheel Show. What? Meme Off Challenge. Yay!
Pair of like baby face mounted on like a huge body. So like all
This
of
is
a
not
sudden,
just
it's
a
like, wow.
traditional fantasy, right? There are sci-fi
And
elements.
just a
for
moment
those that are
ago,
kind of interested.
Rafe tweeted something. So let me get my guest in here with me. And
Probably, I would say, put in 70, 80% of the work. I got to be over the shoulder and be like, no,